Surfing California, A Complete Guide to the California Book by Bank Wright. This book was written in 1973. It was copyrighted back in 85, but really hasn't been updated since then. This book is for surfers, and this is an important piece of resource to have. I find it essential as wax, board comb, towel, surfboard. This is my best practice book in terms of getting on the road and going out there and finding spots that you normally wouldn't be able to have seen unless you had this book. The foreword of this book talks about the seasons in California, swell direction, winds, tides, and then it's broken up into Northern California, Central, and Southern California. And again, if you're traveling up and down the Pacific Coast Highway, and you're seeing breaks along the road, and you don't know what the heck they are, you could look on Surfline or Magic Seaweed or some of these internet spots, but it doesn't necessarily tell you how to get there and what spots are nearby. Again, this is one of my trade secrets. This little book here, even though it was published in 1973, it still has a lot of information that talks about swell direction, winds, tides, temperature that are necessary for each spot. Again, this book is for surfers. Put it in your backpack or your glove compartment. I keep it in my truck, and it travels with me. And when I'm on the road, I want to know what's swell or a break that's nearby. This is the book I go to. Bank does a nice job in terms of describing the peak and perhaps what it breaks at, and then it talks about maybe if it's sharky, or a crowd. It doesn't really talk about how heavy it's ridden, localism. It respects some spots about localism, but it really needs to be updated because some of these spots no longer exist or the names have changed. So here you have it, A Complete Guide to the California Coast, Surfing California. This is a book, by a surfer, for surfers, and it's one of the key essentials that you need to go if you're traveling along the PCH. So grab this book, get out there and surf.